Oh, it's going down. Magic Worlds has begun. So, with that being said, Secret Lair drop series, all 5 have already been revealed. We're going to go over what all 5 Secret Lair, what is inside of these things, how much are they, all that good stuff. Let's get to breaking it down. Yeah, by the background, if you guys saw my last video, Joey Moss nailed it. 5 gods. But there's a lot more than 5 gods. Here we go. Let's do this. So just for pricing, what are we looking at? If you buy the entire, all 5, okay, you get the THEROS Stargazing Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All bundled together, it's $149.99. I guess that's some savings. I mean, considering it does cost them next to nothing to print this stuff, you know. I'd say per bundle, it's like probably between $5 and $10, including shipping and everything and manufacturing, for them to get this out to us. So just think about that. $39.99, let's say $10 tops. $30 on top, just profit. You know, they're making a lot of money off these. But on the flip side, so can we. We can make money off this as well. And how do you do that? Well, it's a secondary market. You buy them, you hold on to them for a little bit, and then you dump them. And also, you do get a valuable card inside of them as well, which is like a random mystery thing. It kind of I think that's what makes it the secret. It's not so much they're going to wait, you know, for just a 24-hour window period. That's not the secret. The secret is, what's the secret card inside? At least that's how I like to look at it. So they're all $39.99, $149.99 gets you the THEROS Stargazing bundle. I actually did purchase one of these so I can open it on the channel and we can see what all craziness is inside. It should be arriving sometime next week. The second I get it, you bet your bottoms I'm going to be going right into a video and recording, because I'm curious if they're probably still sticking to the Planeswalker glass pane, which you get one random Planeswalker from like War of the Spark, but in the glass alternate art, which is pretty neat. So yeah, offer your faith to the gods and they will lend you their power in return. This bundle of all 5 THEROS Stargazing drops contains foil versions of each of the 15 original THEROS gods, featuring beautiful alternate art constellation designs by Jason Engel. Show you are a devoted. You are devoted above all others. Yeah, Magic Worlds is going on right now, and I'll tell you what, red deck is dominating. Well, red deck is, I think there's more red decks than anything else. But yeah, I also dropped another video really quick. You'll be seeing that later on today about my red deck. That's right, it's a nasty red deck. And I updated it one last time, which is different than everyone else's decks they're running in Worlds. But anyway, okay. Contents, 1 hex. Yeah, you get all these, blah, 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 blah. MTG Arena Redemption, 1 single use code for 1 MTG Arena THEROS Stargazing. Theme sleeve, 1 MTG Arena. Okay, you get all the theme sleeves and all that stuff. So you're going to get some really neat sleeves if you purchase just one of these. Remember, this is only available, I think it's 48 hours. When Worlds comes to an end, this is over. It comes to an end, I believe, Sunday at some point, like 6, 7, 8 o'clock East or Pacific Standard Time. So keep that in mind. Here they are. Oh my God. And we're going to blow them up a bit for you guys so you can get a better look. This is some really neat art. They really did a bang up job on this. At first glance, I thought like, well, we already seen all this, but this is pretty cool. Okay. Now we already seen the constellation art as far as THEROS Beyond Death goes. But these are gods from like THEROS, from God, you know, all that's, oh, was it Born of the Gods? I think Born of the Gods, all that stuff during that whole block series. So what do we have here? Thassa, God of the Sea. These are all reprints, mind you. Nothing's new here, unless I'm just cuckoo and I don't realize that. Afara, God of the, did I say poles? God of the Poles, that's right. Get your elections going. Crufix, God of Horizons. Really cool, and I like how they throw the promo little symbol on there for this, like the set symbol, the art right there. Very powerful. All these are reprints. I'm going to leave them on the screen for a little bit for those of you a little newer to the game, just so you can go ahead and read them and see what all they do. I'll move myself a tiny bit as well so you guys can get like a full view of it all. Look, I'm down here now. Hooray. All right. But very cool. I think the art in this set is just, it's brilliant. I like the whole constellation. I'm one of those people who I'm about, the stars, you know? I like to look to the stars for answers. I kind of already think in my own warped mind, everything's already happened, you know, and we're just living, like we're just here to be. But like everything's already occurred that's going to happen in your life. There's little things that you can, little subtle changes you can make, and you go down different paths. But it all points to the stars, man. Life's subjective. You know what I'm saying? Erebus, God of the Dead. Athreos, God of Passage. Not the recent Athreos that was printed, okay? This is the one from, I think it was in Theros or Born of the God. No, it's Theros. It's Theros. And that price tag, it was as high as $35 not too long ago. There was a lot of hype around the card. People were running to Commander and they were using the deck. I think it appeared on one of the bigger channels like Command Zone or whatever. And that's a great channel to watch also if you're into Commander. But yeah, when that deck came out on a spotlight video, all of a sudden everyone wanted to buy this card. $35 it jumped to, and it was only sitting at like around $7-8 at the time. The price has ticked down. It's like $15 on this one. I don't know the price of all these. I think this is under 10. This is definitely under 10. What is this? Phoenix God of Deception. I don't remember this one. As long as your devotion to blue and black is less than 7, Phanex isn't a creature. Creatures you control have tapped. Target player puts the top X cards of their library into their graveyard, where X is this creature's toughness. All right, I get it. That's cool. Demir colors. I don't think that card ever really took off too much. And 9 times out of 10 with these gods, you're really not so much going to be able to get their devotion going. It does happen. I mean, Helion, like anything 5 and less is a lot more easy to get going, but the 7 can be tough. You really got to be running, excuse me, guys, like a control build or board wipes or stuff like that. I have got it to happen with Athreos God of Passage, where you have to have 7 on board. And I was running, I think you guys have seen the deck. It's called Heaven's, what was it? Something Heaven's Hell or something like that. But really neat. And it's with the new Athreos with 6. But yeah, getting 7 on the board, all the enchantments allowed me to do so. And I actually got to be able to play him as a creature, which is, as we know, pretty powerful. So this is pretty cool that they reprinted all this. I love the original art on this card, and I think it's neat that they brought it back. Almost kind of looks like the Grim Reaper there. And then Erebus is back as well. Really neato. There's Heliod, God of the Sun, the OG Heliod. That's right. The new Heliod obviously is better. But the old one, other creatures you control have Vigilance. Vigilance is really an underestimated mechanic in my opinion. But just allowing yourself to be able to swing in with confidence, knowing that on the receiving end, the next turn, your opponent comes to attack you, your creatures are still ready to defend you, and that's a pretty good perk. And then also for 4, create a 2/1 white cleric enchantment creature token. Not to mention he's a 5/6, and you have to have devotion 5 or less, not like it's 7 or less. Pretty cool. And then we have Arios, God of Victory over here. Not another one that's not really crazy in price. Heliod, God of the Sun, not another valuable one. I think all these right here are under $10 if I'm not mistaken. And reprints, don't think this is going to kill the price on these cards. It's not. For the most part, the prices on these drop about 10% at most, and then they just swoop right back up, like within a few weeks. That's what happened with the past Secret Drop Series cards. And I was pretty impressed by that. But because there's only such a small window of opportunity to get your hands on these cards, there's not a lot that really flood the market. But I do believe these are starting to become more and more popular. Obviously, if Wizards is dropping all these at once on us, it is becoming a more popular thing. A lot of you, I have heard, I do listen when you guys comment, that you believe they're dropping too many at once. And yes, I completely agree with you. And the reason they're doing that, they're trying to bundle them all together, the cool thing is you save $50 if you purchase them all at once. But the downside is that's heavy on the wallet, man. They're dropping 5 of these. Not everyone can afford something like that. I have a YouTube channel, so it just kind of works to my advantage where, hey, I'm going to open this on my channel. It goes with the theme. It's what I do for a living. So, of course, I'm going to be getting this kind of stuff, to open and show you guys. But for the average person, $39.99, that's not part of your job. That's a lot of money. You know, that's a lot of money to me, too. You know, I got to sit and, I'm sorry, son, you can't eat today. Girlfriend, up, no date. Ain't happening, girl. I had to buy me some gods. You know, like what? And I do hear about it from the missus at times, you know. And, yeah, this was one of those instances where it's just too much for the wallet, you know. My bank account's bleeding right now. I'm down to, like, I'll be honest with you guys, like under $150. It's got to get me through the next 5 days. Luckily, I got all my stuff, you know, for the family already ready and, you know, my ducks in a row. But that's like for gas or whatever's left, you know. I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and I'm buying this crap just so I can make videos on it, you know. But just a side note, to give you a little behind the scenes of what goes on in my world. But these are really cool cards. I do love the artwork on them. I think I'm really infatuated with the whole stars, you know, all that. You know, I love astrology and all that kind of crap. I don't look at one of those horoscopes. Oh, what's my day to day? You know, I don't go about it that way. I don't really care. A lot of that's hokey pokey, and people just try to create something or tell you something that like anyone else can experience. Today you're going to make a difficult decision. That's life. That's every day. You know, I don't believe in that kind of crap, but I do believe in paths and things like that. So I thought this was really, really cool. Like I gravitated towards these. I had to get the entire set. First time I've ever purchased the entire set, and that really is the reason why. Just because, yeah, I enjoy that. Perforus, God of the Forge, Mogus, God of Slaughter, and Karanos, God of Storms. I wanted to go over Perforus again here, because I did say in a video that Perforus was better than the new version of him. And I kind of forget what the old one does. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Perforus deals 2 damage to each opponent. That's pretty good. And for 3 creatures you control, get +1/+0 on turn. That's powerful. And you got to remember, there are cards like that one, Skittering Scoundrels or whatever it's called, Skittering Scrappers, you know. For 4, 3 creatures hit the battlefield. They're all 1/1s, you know. And then you can also do creatures you control get +1/+0. Well, that's 6 damage you're dealing to them just by dropping that one card. I'd have to say the old version's better. I said the new one's better, but I think the old Perforus is more powerful than the new one. The new one's kind of weak sauce, honestly. It's at 5, and I couldn't get nothing really going with it. Not to say you can't, you know, build around it, but at least not in standard. You know, I'm basing it off standard, not off like, you know, commander or modern or anything like that. Then you got Mogus, God of Slaughter, cool one as well. Beginning of each opponent's upkeep, Mogus deals 2 damage to that player, unless they sacrifice a creature. Pretty brutal. 7/5. Oof. If that thing had, that should have honestly. I can't think of the mechanic right now. That should have where it has to be blocked by 2 creatures. I just drew the craziest brain fart right there. But yeah, that should have, oh my God, I can't believe I can't think of it. But it should have that ability on it. Anyway, moving forward. Karanos, God of Storms, another pretty cool one. Reveal the first card you draw on each of your turns whenever you reveal a land card this way. Draw a card whenever you reveal a non-land card this way. Karanos deals 3 damage on any target. It's pretty powerful. And last but not least, we have Nelia, God of the Hunt, Xenagas, which a lot of people like, and Farika. That's right. Farika over here on the far right. For Deuce, or for 2 Golgari, exile, or for Golgari colors, exile target creature card from a graveyard. Its owner creates a 1/1 black and green snake enchantment creature token with Death Touch. Kind of cool, because a lot of triggers happen when enchantments enter the battlefield. That'll cause those to go off as well with other cards. And then you have Xenagas in the middle. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gains haste and gets +X/+X till end of turn, where X is that creature's power. Legit. I like Gruul because it's very like in your face, you know, like a lot of power, a lot of pumps, a lot of ramps, and you're trying to just beat them down really quick. But Mono Red's the best way to go with that. Check out the deck. Nelia, God of the Hunt, a 4-drop. Other creatures you control have trample. That's always an awesome ability. I've always enjoyed cards that have that ability on them. For 4, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. This is one of the more pricey ones. I think around $10 right now. Xenagas is a little cheaper, if I'm not mistaken, and Farika is pretty broke right now. But yeah, that is the entirety of them. What do you guys think of these? Is this something you want to go out and purchase? You know, are you planning on purchasing these? Did you already purchase some? You know, if you can only get one, what would it be? And do you think it's? I like how they do the glass planeswalkers, but I don't want to see that go on forever. Like, let's mix it up already. You know, it's been quite a few series. How long is that going to last? But that's another like reason I decided to get my hands on these, because I'm curious what is inside of them. Are they going to change that eventually with the Glass Planeswalkers as your bonus secret card? Down the road, I'm sure they will have to. They can't do that forever. But as for now, that's what it is. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you check out the other videos and keep an eye out tonight for that other deck that seriously is destroying rank. It is insane. Like, it's busted. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Skadoosh. Oh, yeah, leave a like, please. It helps.